皆さん、こんにちは。Hello, I am Hitoshi. Thank you for always coming to my channel, my page. Today's topic is the relation of working in Japan and the type of status of residence. I often get questions like this. I want to work in Japan. What visa or what status of residence do I need? To work in Japan, you need to have a proper visa status of residence. Checking the type of status of residence in Japan will help to answer to your question. So, firstly, let's check about the sort of visas. Actually, the meaning of visa and status of residence is different, but we tend to use visa commonly. So here I will use the word visa as status of residence. In Japan, there are many types of visa, but you can categorize it in two groups. One is the visa, which is categorized based on your personal status. They name it as residential qualification. Personal status means a permanent resident, a spouse or child of Japanese, spouse or child of permanent resident, and long-term resident. Another is the visa, which is categorized based on the type of activity you are going to engage in Japan. They name it as activity qualification. As to this, there are many types of visa, such as engineer, specialist in humanities, international services, skilled labor, instructor, business manager, student, dependent, and technical intern training, etc. The relation with working in Japan. Then, to work in Japan, what visa should you have? What visa allows you to work, and what visa does not allow you to do so? There are four patterns. Residential qualification visa holders can work without restriction as long as your activity is legal. So, permanent resident, spouse or child of Japanese, spouse or child of permanent resident, and long-term resident visa holders can do any kind of work. And to change jobs, there is no need to report it to immigration office, and no need to get certificate of authorized employment. Let's check other three patterns. As to the status activity qualification, you can categorize in three patterns. Type A, you can work permitted with restriction. For example, if you are an activity qualification visa holder, such as skilled labor, you can work at a restaurant only if you are a chef. Even if you want to change your workplace and want to do office work, unless you have a certain level of educational background or working experience, you can't change your job freely. In this sense, you can say activity qualification has restriction. Unlike residential qualification visa, when you change your workplace, you need to report it to the office, and if necessary, you need to get certificate of authorized employment. Type B. You are allowed to work depends on your activity. A designated activities visa is categorized in this type. Type C. You can't work in principle. Cultural activities, temporary visitor, student, trainee, and dependent visa holders can't work in principle. However, if you get the permission to do the activity that is out of your granted activity, you are allowed to do part-time work within 28 hours per week in principle. Conclusion. There are many types of status of residence, so if you want to work in Japan, just saying I want to work in Japan is not enough. You can say that the activity you are going to do or you want to do in Japan decide what type of visa you need to get. From your side, you need to explain about what type of job you want, your educational background, and working experience at least. And also, you need to secure your company or workplace where you are going to work for. That's all. Thank you for watching. Bye. またね。